Hey prop farmers, this is Joe Hicken, and in this video I want to talk about creating a unique strategy. I want to show you how you can do that basically automated using the MTP optimizer and the entry delay feature. So we know that creating a unique strategy is important because we don't want to get flagged by these prop firms for copy trading or for max strategy allocation. Most prop firms have a rule that says you cannot copy trade, you cannot use the same strategy on more than 400K worth of capital. So if you and other prop firms are all trading the exact same strategy, then you could run into that problem. And this is because the prop firm wants to diversify their capital across their funded traders. They don't want all their funded traders trading the same strategy or getting at the same prices, right? And so we've got this leaderboard, which is great, but we do run that risk because we are a large community that are all using the same leaderboard and oftentimes the same top strategies to trade. So how can we make sure that we're unique, that we're different than the person, next to us, so to speak? And one of the best ways that you can do that is using the entry delay feature. The way that this feature works is it simply delays your entries. So Titan will enter, will look for its entry criteria, right? And when it sees that entry, if you have an entry delay on there of, let's say, 20 seconds, well, then it will wait 20 seconds and then it will enter the market. So it still can use the exact same entry criteria, exact same settings, but it'll just delay everything by 20 seconds. Those trades, right? Those entries. And that's exactly how it works. So, the bigger the delay, the more unique your entries and therefore your strategy will be. But one thing you have to be careful with this is just make sure to backtest whatever you set to ensure it doesn't significantly impact the results. So previously, what a lot of traders in our community would do is they would, grab a leaderboard strategy, maybe a top leaderboard strategy. They would, put on some sort of entry delay and either just hope that it didn't impact the results very significantly. And to be honest, most of the time it does. Or they would just have to backtest, let's see what 20 seconds does. Let's see what 50 seconds does. Let's see what a minute 20 does, and just see how much that, impacts the results. Well, now with the MTP optimizer, we can literally automate this process. And, we're going to be able to basically set up the optimizer, walk away, come back, and we'll have, a list of strategies, all that we can choose from that are all unique from that original strategy because of this entry delay feature. So let's go into the optimizer and see exactly what I'm talking about here. I'll show you an example. So here's the entry delay feature. Here's the optimizer. Okay, I've selected the delay in seconds, and here's what you can do. You can say, all right, let's test delaying this by 10 seconds, and let's test in increments of 15. So it'll test 10, 25, 40, 55, etc., all the way up to 200 seconds delay. So that's going to be 13 basically optimizations or iterations that it's going to run. And, let's see if any of these delays significantly impacts the results. Basically the goal here is to have, again, the biggest delay with the smallest impact on our results. So if I pull up the report parser here, I already did this test. Here's all my optimizations. I've organized this by recency score, and it looks like the highest recency score here was my second iteration. There's the original one, so 10 seconds or whatever that start was. That was my second, and then there's 8, which is going to be probably more of a significant difference. Okay, now to be honest with you, I ran this last night. I don't remember exactly what I set for my start, step, and stop values in here. So, but yeah, anyways, this was just what I ran. And so you can see here, this was using a strategy that I don't think is actually on the leaderboard anymore, but this is pretty close. I can just tell you, this is pretty close to exactly the results that were on the leaderboard. So this is looking great. And I've got, a whole list of, I've got, these top ones here. I mean, it didn't really impact it significantly. You can see the the pass rate is pretty similar, especially these top 3 here. So I've got at least 3 strategies out of these 12 or 13 that are great, and they have some sort of delay on them that make them unique. So if I want to check what the delay is, I can just load up any one of these files here. So let's look at 2 and 8, for example. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to go back into here. I'm going to load up 2. In fact, I already did. I already loaded up 2. I'll show you. And the entry delay was 16. Okay, so there we go. I could use 16. That's one option. Now let's see what 8 is. Let's load the settings. I think I saved this in a weird spot. Yeah. There it is. Okay, there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is probably 8 right here. Yep, there it is. Oops. Let's try that again. There it is. Perfect. Open. There it is. And let's check it. Okay, 106 seconds, right? So there we go. I'd probably use that one, right? That's a bigger delay, super random. Chances that somebody else is going to be using the exact same entry delay on the exact same strategy is not very high, and so I feel pretty good about this. So don't just copy exactly what I did there, right? Don't choose those exact start, step, and stop values. Start at like 7 and step by like 13 and stop at like 221 or something. Like use random values, and that will just really minimize the risk of you using something exactly the same as another prop farmer. Okay, but hopefully this gives you that idea. So this was really nice. I literally, like I said before, the process was a lot of trial and error. Now I just set this up. I went to bed. I woke up. I had 13 different strategies to choose from. I saw that the top 3 were pretty good options there, and then I just picked the one, this one, number 8, that has the biggest delay on it without impacting the results, and that's what I'm going to go with. So I hope this video is helpful, and we'll see you in the next one.